I leave the TV on, I'm done with your sad eyes. I can take another night with you on like this. So let's go, I'm sure you can take it. You've been crying over him.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's What I Eat in a Day. You're probably wondering what is going on because I started my video out getting on the road. I have quite the update for you guys. It may come as a bit of a shock because I have not shared any of this information. Number one, because we just solidified it, and number two, it happened so quickly. But where I am headed this morning, as you saw, is back to the airport because I am flying back to Arizona. I'm going to give you all of the details, the 411, but before I do, if you're excited for another What I Eat in a Day, give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell notification is turned on so you never miss a single video. I do a What I Eat in a Day every single Wednesday. Check out that description box down below for nutrition coaching. I do offer personalized to you macros and calories, as well as one-on-one coaching if you want to chat with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite things, and my Facebook group are also down in that description box. So let's jump into the update before we head in to catch our flight. So I have you propped up in my car, and heads up, I am filming on a cheapy little vlogging camera that I bought off of Amazon. As you know, we're moving to Arizona, and I wanted to vlog our entire trip, but I didn't want to take my really nice, expensive camera that I use for my sit-down videos, my meal preps. So I picked up this little vlogging camera on Amazon. We're going to find out how good the quality is. I don't know how good the audio is going to be, so bear with me through this video. I just didn't want to bring my really nice camera on my little getaway to Arizona. So here is what has happened. I shared a huge life update with you guys just a couple of weeks ago, letting you know that due to my husband's medical conditions, his job, and just kind of where we are in our life, that we decided to sell our home in Washington and purchase a home in Arizona. I let you know that we were under contract, that I was flying down to do the home inspection, and that we were moving here around the 16th, 17th of March. So I flew down for the home inspection, and unfortunately, the home inspection didn't go very well. And unfortunately, in addition to that, the actual house that we purchased is owned by Open Door, which is kind of like Zillow. So it means that this big company owns the house, not an individual person or an individual seller. So that's a little bit of a challenge because although there is a realtor, he's kind of the middleman. He didn't know anything. He couldn't give us any information. Everything had to go directly through Open Door. So he really couldn't share anything with us or give us any information. So it was very frustrating and it was very challenging. Well, when we did the home inspection, we found out that the house had termites, which is very common for Arizona. So really not a big deal. We knew that that could be corrected, and we were hoping that was the only thing that we found. Well, unfortunately, the roof needed a little bit of repair as well, to the tune of about $500. Then we did a sewer scope, and we found that there were tree roots growing through our sewer pipe. And not a little bit of tree roots, but a lot of tree roots. I mean, so many that you could see debris and toilet paper and things stuck to the roots. So we talked to the gentleman who did our sewer scope, and he said that he wouldn't recommend just hydrojetting out those roots, that they would just grow back, and that down the road we would be in this same situation. So what was recommended was to tear up a portion of the driveway. Luckily in Arizona, the driveways are in sections, so we would only have to tear up one section of the driveway and actually repair the sewer pipe so that the roots couldn't continue to grow through. So that ended up being about a $5,000 to $6,000 repair. So we thought, okay, well, we're still doing good. I mean, we can request these repairs. It's not too much. Then we looked at the inside of the house a little bit further and realized that there were not one, but two windows that needed replaced, and that ended up being about $3,000. And then lastly, we inspected the HVAC, and although it worked at about 10% its capacity. And you know that Arizona gets really hot in the summer, well over 100 degrees. So unfortunately, because of the age of the HVAC unit, it needed to be replaced, not repaired. So we ended up having about $15,000 worth of repairs. Now, I don't think I shared with you guys, but when we put in the offer on this home, we actually offered $10,000 over asking, And this house was sitting on the market since November. So it had been on the market for a couple of months. So what we decided to do was to eat a little bit of the repairs and request that they reduce the price by $15,000, which ended up being $5,000 under their listing price. And in my mind, as a realtor, I'm like, that's not bad at all. They're basically getting $5,000 less than they listed it for, which they were comfortable and happy with that list price, or they wouldn't have listed it at that. So we sent in the inspection, and because it's done through this big company, it took a couple of days to get a response. And we didn't actually get the paperwork. That realtor, that kind of middleman, reached out to my realtor and said that Open Door was only willing to reduce the price of the home by $5,000, which infuriated my realtor, infuriated us, because they were trying to get, after $15,000 plus worth of needed repairs, meaning we couldn't live there till the sewer and the HVAC were corrected, they were still going to try to get $5,000 more than they asked for the house in the first place from us. So my realtor went back to that realtor and said, you either get it to $420, your asking price, or my clients are walking. So he said that he would see what he could do, figure out what he could do to get it to $420. The entire rest of the day passed. And in the meantime, we are really thinking about what we want to do. Do we want to move forward with this house, or should we start looking for another house in case they're not willing to reduce it to $420? And honestly, our gut feeling told us that they wouldn't reduce it anymore because they're a big company and clearly very, very greedy. So do not recommend buying homes from company-owned listings such as Redfin, Zillow, Open Door. It's very, very challenging. So we started doing some research. We found another house in Sayarita, California, which is outside of Tucson, which is actually closer to my in-laws, only about 10 minutes, and about 15 to 20 minutes outside of Tucson. And the home is in the same community as my realtor lives. So she could tell us all about the community and the amenities. So we really, really liked the home, and it was $50,000 less than the first house. So we decided that we were going to go ahead and put in an offer, sight unseen. No video walkthrough, just based on pictures and location. My realtor reached out to that realtor, and thank goodness it's independently owned by a seller, by a human being. So he was able to say, hey, if you come in with a high enough offer, we'll be able to get it accepted tonight for you. The house is vacant. The owner lives in Alaska. The house belonged to his sister and has been vacant for about 6 months. So they were able to close in a couple of weeks, and we were able to really streamline the process. But we couldn't put an offer in on that house until we had the inspection response back from the Open Door owned house, and they were not responding to my realtor. They literally fell off the face of the earth, went MIA. So we reached out to the realtor of the other home and asked if they would be willing to do a contingency, let them know that we're backing out no matter what, we're not buying the house, and they agreed, thank goodness. So we were able to put an offer in, and 2 hours later we had an accepted offer on this house, and the following day we received back the inspection so that we could back out of the house in Vail, Arizona, and get our $3,000 of earnest money back. So everything ended up working out. And so today I'm at the airport to fly back to Arizona 1.5 weeks later to do the home inspection tomorrow on the new house, the second house that we purchased. We have done a video walkthrough with our realtor, but we have not seen it in person. So I'm pretty darn excited to go there and actually see this property in person. So I thought, what better time than to film a what I eat in a day than when I'm headed back to Arizona, so you can see what I eat while I'm traveling, and I'll do my best to show you the house and a little sneak peek into Arizona. And of course, like I mentioned, I'm vlogging my entire moving trip and the moving process. So stay tuned for lots and lots of vlogs. Make sure that your bell is turned on so that you're notified when those videos go up. So lastly, before I grab my luggage and check in for my flight leaves in about 1.5 hours, and I want to make sure that I get through security okay, and I want to buy a bottle of water, fill my water bottle up with ice, and just be ready for my flight. I actually have an hour flight, a little bit of a layover, and then a 3-hour flight. So it's going to be an extremely long day. I did have my coffee this morning with a Fairlife chocolate protein shake. So I was able to get in 30 grams of protein to help keep me fueled and going until I can grab myself a snack, hopefully on the airplane. So that's all that I've had so far today. It is only 6:48 a.m. My flight leaves pretty early. I get into Tucson in the afternoon. We're going to grab a rental car, go by the house. My realtor is on her 15-year anniversary little trip this weekend, so I actually won't be able to see the inside until the inspection tomorrow, but I'm going to go check out the neighborhood, walk around the house. I'm going to go to Sprouts, which is my favorite store that we don't have in Washington, that is very close to my new home. And I'm staying at a local casino, so we might gamble tonight. We'll just see how the day takes us. So I wanted to hop on, give you guys a rundown, let me grab my luggage, and head in for my flight. I did want to show you a couple snacks that I bought. I think there's 3 of these left in here. These are the Reese's Zero Sugar that I picked up in my grocery haul, just in case I want something sweet. And then I brought a fresh bag of the dry roasted sea salt edamame. I really like this. It is such a good crunchy snack, and there is 14 grams of protein. So I did bring a couple of snacks, and last time I flew down there on Alaska, I bought this little Northwest snack pack on the plane. So I'm hoping to get that again, because there were lots of good snacks, meats, cheeses, crackers, all sorts of good stuff in there. It is bright out here this morning. I had to park so far away. Really, all I have is this bag, and then I have my Buff Bunny backpack. That thing is amazing. It's the Game Changer backpack. If you travel a lot, or you go to school, or you pack a lot of things to work, this backpack is pretty darn amazing. So I did have to park pretty far out. I'm early enough that it's okay that I have to walk in. It is a little bit chilly this morning, so I'm looking forward to being in Arizona.
You've been crying over him for a lifetime, so if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past sleep. Another course that we can fly with the baseline. I know. Boys be boys, ain't no excuse, babe. Now hey you, oh hey you, I know you can find someone better. Oh hey you.
I just made it to the Everett airport. It is so nice. This is probably the nicest airport I've ever been at. It's small, but it's super modern. Like, there's a fireplace to sit at. I have about 40 minutes until I catch my plane to Tucson. I may grab something to eat if I can find something relatively healthy, or I'll just go with that whole snack box vibe that's on the airplane.
1 hour later.
I'm here. I'm in Arizona. I'm in my rental car. I have a clown car as a rental car. Sorry about the lighting too. I have the sun shining on me, which I am not complaining about, but I have a Chevy Spark. It's literally like a clown car. I'll get a video of it when I stop. This is Sahuarita, Arizona. This is where our house is. I am not very far away. Where we live is a gated community, so I have the gate code. Let's hope that I can get in. One great thing about this area is we are close to everything. Where the first house that we had offered on was out about 30 minutes from really anything. So beautiful here. So here is our new house. I just video chatted with Troy and took him through the backyard, up and down the side of the house. Unfortunately, we can't get in today because my realtor is out of town, but I'll give you guys a quick empty house tour at some point tomorrow so you can see what it looks like. But I have to say, actually, let me flip you around. The lighting's going to be horrible. I have to say, after being here just on the outside, this house is substantially nicer than the other house. And again, it's $50,000 less. I'm actually going to drive up the road. There's another house for sale, and I'm just curious how much it is. And then I'll show you guys as we exit out of the community, because it's absolutely stunning. It is like a movie. It's park-like. So here is as you drive into the community. It is absolutely stunning. All of these little sidewalks right here are actually walking paths, which I'm really excited about, so that you can walk the neighborhood and the community, and it's safe because it's gated. I can't wait to be able to walk during the day and in the early morning, the evening, and feel safe. It is so, so beautiful, and we are already at the gate. Another stop. Another terrible lighting, but I want to update you guys on what I ate today. So unfortunately, on my plane ride into Tucson, I was sitting next to a really sweet older lady, but she had a dog, and the dog was not happy to be on the plane. So we ended up taking him out of his little crate, and he kind of laid between us, and I felt kind of weird filming what I bought on the plane. But basically what I picked up was this Northwest Deli pack. And what I ate was the crackers, the spreadable Gouda cheese, and the little pieces of salami. And also in the pack came some chips, an almond roca, and a pack of almonds, which I did not eat. These are the chips. I actually just opened them up and had a couple because I'm starving. I just pulled into Sprouts so that I can get some food for dinner, a protein shake to go in my coffee in the morning, any snacky kind of things that I feel like. And then I can't even remember what hotel I'm staying in, so I'm going to look that up. And I know I'm staying at a casino, which is kind of exciting, so then we'll head to the hotel. It's almost 5 p.m. and the last time I ate was like 11:30, so I'm really hungry. It is also a beautiful day today. It is 67 degrees and people are wearing shorts. You don't even know how happy that makes my heart.
He's a vagabond, he won't love you better. I can watch you sinking down on the battleship. So come to 10.
Here's my car. It's so tiny. It's literally like a little clown car. I have secured the goods. I have breakfast, lunch, dinner. Now I'm going to quickly pull up on my laptop where my hotel is. My room is amazing. Hello. Look at this beautiful shower. I didn't know that I had a handicapped room, but apparently I do. So I'm walking over to the casino. Literally, that's my hotel. It's really, really beautiful. I'm already winning. So I'm playing the Planet Moolah. This is pretty fun, and whenever you get rid of one, they drop another one down, so you have lots of chances to win. Look at that. Living my best life. So I have a super random dinner. I brought my salmon in the room and realized there's no microwave. So what I'm going to do is just warm it up for lunch and dinner tomorrow, since I'll be at our new house and there's a microwave. So we're makeshifting a dinner. I'm not super hungry. You can see that I've drank almost all my water. So I'm going to have a serving of the Chetty's crackers. These are so delicious, 8 grams of protein. I'm going to have half of the package of that edible protein cookie dough. That's going to be 90 calories. And then I'm going to have a sharp cheddar cheese, and that is dinner. I'm going to relax a little bit and head to bed. I am super tired, and like I said, I really didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. I just got up. I need to get completely ready. I'm meeting my realtor at our new house at 7:30 this morning, and I have to stop at Starbucks for coffee. You guys, I went to bed last night at like 7:15. I was so exhausted and I slept until just now. So I'm going to get ready for the day. We're going to get coffee and I'm so excited to go to our new house. I'm also excited and hopeful that this inspection goes well. All right, I'm at Starbucks. It is really dark outside still. I just ordered 4 shots of espresso in a venti cup over ice, and we'll add in my protein shake. So I got an iced quad espresso in a venti cup, so you can just see the espresso in the ice. This is the shake I always get. This is the Elite of the OWYN, which stands for Only What You Need. It has 35 grams of protein, no sugar. I really like the vanilla. Last time I was here, I got the chocolate peanut butter, and it was okay. I just like the vanilla better. It has 230 calories. It's really rich and creamy and perfect over espresso. And here's my coffee. So good. This keeps me nice and full. So what I'm going to do now is run by my in-laws' house. I've never seen their house, so since it's really close to my new house, I'm going to drive by, take a look at that, and then we'll head over to our new house. Good morning, guys. It is now light outside. I am in Sahuarita, Arizona, where our house is. I have about 20 minutes before I'm meeting our realtor at the house. I think I'm going to head there a little bit early. I was on the phone with Troy videoing the backyard and everything yesterday, so I didn't really get to just enjoy looking around without having to record or film or video chat with Troy. So I'm going to go ahead and head there. I'm working on my coffee still. I have about 3/4 of it. It's so good. And like I said, I'll try to get some video of the inside. We have people coming and going all day today with inspection, so I don't know if I'll actually get footage. If I don't, I'll definitely get it down the road when we go to move in. But I'll flip you guys around and kind of drive you through, once again, the area.
5 hours later.
It has been several hours since you saw me last. It is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I wasn't able to really get any footage of the inside of the house because we literally had people there all day. But I did have half of my salmon, sweet potatoes, and green beans that I picked up at Sprouts. And then for a snack, I just had a serving of the chetties, and I am also working on my water. So I have a little bit of time to kill before I go to the airport. So I'm going to go to the lake that's built into our community. So I'm at the park. So this is part of the community that we live in. This is Lake Sawaita, and this is actually a man-made lake by the development. They actually stock it with fish so that you can fish here. You can see that there's some pretty houses on the lake as well. And what I'm really excited about is the entire lake has a walking path all the way around it. So it's about a mile, a little over a mile, which is a great way to get in a nice walk. You can also see this way, there is the gym, the clubhouse, there's water slide park and park for the kids. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful community, well worth the HOA fee. So my plan is I'm just going to sit here for a little bit, work on my phone. I figured I might as well enjoy how beautiful the day is. I brought my water with me. I haven't been able to really go through my emails or anything because I've been wrapped up with the home inspection. And I have about an hour or so to kill before I have to head to the airport. And I thought much better to sit here than at the airport. No judgment. No judgment. I went to Dunkin' and got an iced coffee with sugar-free toasted almond. That's my favorite flavoring, and a little bit of cream. So I'm going to sip on this while I drive to the airport. It's about a half of an hour, and then I have to drop my rental car off. And I think I'm actually just going to relax at the airport, work on my computer until my flight. Oh, and not to mention, I won't get home until almost midnight, so a second coffee was needed. Good morning. It is the next day. I came home so exhausted and so late last night that I just couldn't pick up the camera. Not to mention it was dark outside, but I wanted to let you guys know what I had for dinner, any snacks that I had last night, and of course just fill you in on how my trip went overall and how it felt to travel and stay on track, because spoiler alert, I stayed on track. For dinner last night, I ended up finishing the rest of that salmon, green bean, and sweet potato meal from Sprouts. I actually just asked someone at the airport in one of the little restaurants to warm it up for me. They had no problem doing that, and I was able to eat that while I waited for my plane. On the plane, I ate my other cheese stick. I did buy that pepper jack cheese stick from Sprouts. I ate that, and then I drank the rest of my water. So overall, I had a really good trip, not only house related, travel related, obsessed with Arizona related, but I also was able to stay on track, make healthy food choices when I essentially ate out or purchased food for the entire trip. So you can do it if you just work it right. Now, granted, I didn't eat any fast food. That just doesn't really work into my diet, but you can certainly do that. If you are on the road or traveling, just do your best to make the healthiest choices. And really remember, it doesn't matter what you do for 1 or 2 days. It's not going to derail your weight loss. And in the event that you overdo it, just get back on track when you get home. So I enjoyed taking you guys along with me. I really hope that the video quality and audio on that little vlogging camera were okay. Now I'm filming on my regular camera since I'm home, so I'm crossing my fingers that that was okay. If you enjoyed this What I Eat in a Day traveling, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not, and don't forget to ring your notification bell so you never miss a single video. Check out the description box down below for nutrition coaching, links and discounts to my favorite things, and don't forget, come on over, join us on Facebook. We'd love to have you. Thank you for coming along with me on my trip to Arizona, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.